Good morning. Well, a wild night in the US. We had European and US markets finishing in positive territory. The corporate earnings data that came through really overshadowing any concerns about trade. In the European markets, we had negative results coming through for Commerzbank and also Pandora seeing their share price down around 24%. The jewellery maker coming in with weaker than expected earnings and outlook for the next year. If we have a look at the biggest news story in the US, though, it was Tesla. We had Elon Musk, the CEO, coming out and tweeting halfway through the day as rumours were circulating that we'd seen a large stake being taken up by a Saudi Arabian sovereign wealth fund, around $2 billion worth of shares. He came out and said, look, he might be looking at taking the company private. What we did see was a rally coming into the share price up around 7% before the company went into a trading halt as the New York Stock Exchange and the NASDAQ asked for more information. What we had was a continuation of a lot of tweets back and forth between Elon Musk and other public members on the Twitter sphere. But then we had a statement coming out from the company, an internal memo saying that they are looking at options at the moment. They do have funding if needed. They are looking at the possibility of the shares being able to be sold at around $420 a share, which was up from the closing price before the trading halt of $367.25 a share. We haven't heard any more news after this announcement came through, this statement for the public, but we did see the share price coming back on board. 15 minutes left to trade in the States, and the share price finishing around 11% higher. In after-hours trade, losing around 3%, but still a lot of momentum and heavy volumes being traded. Apart from that, we did have some results coming through in the overnight markets. We had Discovery missing the street, the US network revenue a little bit below what markets had been expecting. And if we have a look at Office Depot, though, their share price up by 20%. They saw very good sales across their normal outlets, the normal networks and online, and also their business solutions division seeing a good increase in sales. Another stock to keep an eye on is Pepsi, and that was after yesterday we heard the news that their CEO over the last 12 years, Indra Nayi, will stand down. Well, we saw the share price falling around 3%. That's on concerns that the new CEO might come in and look at breaking up the company. And Marriott, unfortunately, their share price falling as well. The hotel chain coming in, missing the mark with its earnings. In after-hours trade, we're waiting on numbers coming out from Disney. And here in Australia today, we're expecting the market to open around 10 points weaker. We have data today coming out. We have results from CBA, also from AMP and Tabcorp to watch out for. If we're looking at the commodity markets, the gold price reasonably quiet at $1,217.90 US an ounce, and the oil price holding around that $69 US a barrel mark. Lastly, looking at the Australian dollar, well, a little bit of weakness in the US dollar has sent the Australian dollar higher. For us here at home, the main thing to watch out for today, apart from the company results, will be the Chinese international trade data being released later this afternoon, and the Aussie dollar ahead of that important release at 74.23 US cents.